Hello, America. You're about to listen to a real-life story encounter in which I had with a foreign spy. The only reason I am doing this podcast is because of information that I was given after it's incubated in me for 2 years. Everything he said to me is revealing itself as the truth.
Let me be honest with you. I do not understand this. I am in my second term. It has been an extraordinary privilege for me to serve as the President of the United States. I cannot imagine a greater honor or a more interesting job. I love my work. But under our Constitution, I cannot run again. I can't run again. I actually think I'm a pretty good president. I think if I ran, I could win. But I can't.
Ironically, you don't have to run for president if you are president and any part of the country is under martial law. Has anybody kind of noticed how the first 6 years it was third term, and I heard him say once, I never said that, and now it's, oh, I'd love to do it, but I can't because of the Constitution. Well, the Constitution also says if part of the country is under martial law, then you cannot have a fair ballot vote. On one of the better conspiracy sites on Facebook today, a woman posted this document that appears to be released by the Department of the Army, Fort Carson, Colorado. It says, memorandum for record, subject, preparation for martial law. As of August 5th, 2016, the bill for executive order, key phrase, enacting martial law has been put into effect. Fort Carson will start training and preparation for the 5th of September, 2016 at 9 a.m. 9 a.m. September 5th. Let's see what day that is. Friday? Will this match the conspiracy of banks closing? Nope, it's a Monday morning. Bright and early Monday morning, Fort Carson is going to effectively go out. It says here, and this document is available for you to view at the link below in the show notes, and that is whataspytoldme.blogger.com. It goes into details. 350 soldiers will be dispatched, and they are the 1st Stryker Brigade combat team against Americans. So these people are going to go, and it's kind of funny, and somebody else said this to me too, how the news stories are just everything black against white. Like they're trying to create this disturbance of false hatred, because white people, none of the white people I know have any hard feelings for any of the black people. We don't. I don't know any. I do live in the northern part of the United States, and maybe there's some of that down south I can't account for, but nobody cares what you are, who you are. Nobody cares. It's not the color of your skin. It's the color of your collar. And that's all that's mattered really since the 80s, since Reagan had the airline traffic union struck and Reagan broke the strike and everybody lost their jobs. And that's, I think, where it started for me, where I started to notice. And I was a very young person at that time, but I thought that was pretty weird that a president would go against the blue-collar workers of America, especially the ones that keep us safe in the air. And you'll have to forgive me, this document is so copied over, it's hard to read. And I must admit, I did have one person who would easily be considered an expert saying that there is suspicious things about this that make some of the notations inconsistent to being true. So when you look at this document and you click below in the show notes here, and you click through to our blogger page, then let me know in the comments what you think. The reason why I brought this into episode today is because I've been saying the whole time that sometime in September we're going to go under martial law and there won't be an election. That's how he's going to get around it. He can't run for it, but the Constitution is stopping him from having a third term through election, but it's giving him right to have a third term through martial law. Now, why does he want a third term? The reason I believe he wants a third term is so he could be in power under the New World Order. That when we lose democracy and we gain and go back to, as we time biblically, historically, secular history historically has told us time and time again, that we go under emperor rule, royal rule, imperial rule. And in the next episode, I'm going to prove to you that imperial rule has ruled this country since its inception. And we're going to listen to a short piece from Dr. John where he breaks it down. He gives you the names and the addresses of the places. By golly, Dr. John gives you the address of the Committee of 300 in Colorado. You could go to the building yourself. But this land was made for you and me. And I've been saying forever that your vote doesn't count. Whether it counts or not, Obama is out, and he's going to find a way to stay and play during this New World Order. I'm listening to bits from British news, and they have to reestablish their borders after leaving the European Union. They have to say the fish that you are fishing are no longer international waters. You can't take our fish, which is a huge part of the food supply for Britain. So Britain is getting an assload of problems from leaving this corporate imperial orgy, which is intended strictly to take over the democracies that we think are in place. So visit this document. I'd really want to see and read your comments. I'd like to share those comments with the other listeners. And by golly, for a first episode, we did great on downloads. I mean, you guys seem to be a bit interested in this, and I'm going to bring you the best information that I can. I do want to say that I have no stake in this election. I have no candidate in this election. I am very impressed by the way people are fueled and their passion for whoever they think should win this presidency. That does say something positive about the country. Unfortunately, the country doesn't realize that democracy, as far as Republicans and Democrats, don't exist, that there's only patriots and imperialists. And unfortunately, all of the patriots right now are tied up on the hamster wheel in this imaginary ritual that we take part in, the elections. Again, your vote doesn't count. All you have control over is this little vote that goes to a person. And your votes don't matter. Every president has taken something away from your Constitution. It's a rogue government. These people running for president, it's a power grab. Whoever is standing in the presidential position when we go to a New World Order is president for life, or king for life, or whatever we're going to call him, duke for life. It's going to be a bloodline game. It has nothing to do with votes after that. All those bloodlines that were in place 200 years ago are standing and waiting and protecting their bloodlines by who their daughters and sons marry for these 200 years, for the day that they take back power and your internet turns off. The bottom line is, the only thing that could save this country is our military. And I've got to believe that every damn soldier on this planet is more patriotic about this ground than I am. So what we need to do, if we believe this is real and these soldiers do come to our door, we need to explain to them that we love them and they're the only thing that there is to protect us. And they have to stop and look at what they're doing and who they're doing it for and what the result of what they're doing will be. We have 4 great generals that are running 4 great arms of our military system. And those guys, we got to believe, love this country more than they love their brotherhood in a private secret society, if they have one. Let's pray that they don't. Let's pray that these guys bleed red, white, and blue. Let's pray that these are the only guys we have. That's the only thing that's going to stop imperialists from running this country. Have the imperialists already penetrated the generals of the army, the leaders of our great forces? I don't know. It would be detrimental to this country, but all we need is one brave general. All we need is one brave soldier, really, one brave special forces guy. I mean, I love this country, but those guys are this country, and I can't believe that those guys would let it go. So if it comes to be that we are under martial law, we need to give our propaganda of preserving our Constitution to these soldiers. and tell them that we need them to protect the Constitution, not tear it down. Those are our sons. Those are our brothers. They're just employed by the United States government. So a little episode just to bring this to your attention. Is it real? Is it not? Click into below and let me know what you think on the blog page after you look this document over from top to bottom. Peace and love worldwide. Live your life before your life lives you.
You know, sometimes all you need is 20 seconds of insane courage. Just literally 20 seconds of just embarrassing bravery. And I promise you, something great will come of it.